Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. Cloudbook channel. Today is the day 41 of the Kubernetes masterclass, and in this video we are going to understand about the Kubernetes environment variables. So step by step examples and everything in the outputs in a simple way. So hello there, I am Ajay Kumar Egreddy. So imagine you are a part of a big orchestra and everyone has their own instrument to play to make a beautiful music together. Each musician needs to know what notes to play and when to play them. Okay, they might get a sheet of music that tells them exactly what to do. So where to play, where to stop and everything. So in the world of computers and applications, it's similar. We have a lots of little programs like the musicians that needs instructions on how to behave. These instructions are called the environment variables. When we use the Kubernetes, pronounced as the Kubernetes, which helps us manage and run all these programs, and environment variables become super important. They help each program know what to do and how to do it. So let's dive into the understanding how environment variables work in Kubernetes with the detailed examples that you can try out yourself and see the results as well. First of all, we will see about what are the environment variables here. Variables in programming. Think of the variable as a special box that holds some information. For instance, a box labeled favorite fruit might contain apple inside. Okay, so this is one box is there. So here basically think special box that holds some information. Here there is a box is there and box labeled which is favorite fruit. It contains the apple, right? Environment variables. These are like the special boxes that are a program can check to find the information, important information about how it should run. Okay, they can contain the settings, configurations, or any data program needs to know when it starts. Okay, so we don't know what is the actual data inside it. Okay, so maybe here apple is there, orange is there, anything. So kiwi is there, we don't know, right? So whatever the information is there, we don't know anything. So, but we can call this particular environment variables. So in the computer world also, these are like the special boxes that program can check to find the important information. Our environment variables are useful. So because of flexibility, instead of changing the program code every time you want to change a setting, you can change the environment variable. Okay. So you have something called one big program. Okay. You called one value same for 100 times. But whenever you want to change this particular value, again you need to go and change this 100 places. So instead of if you're having one environment variable, what you will do, you will change it here in one place and it will replace in this particular 100 values simply. Okay, this is the how flexibility will come with the help of the environment variables. Security keeps the sensitive information like the passwords or anything out of the code, making it safer. Before we dive into the Kubernetes environment variables, so Kubernetes, it's like a conductor of an orchestrator managing and coordinating all the different instruments like the programs. They play well together. So the containers, these are like the packages that contain a program and everything it needs to run. So in Kubernetes, pods are like the smallest unit. It's like the group of one or more containers that always run together on the same mission. In Kubernetes, you can pass the environment variables to your containers in several ways. So first is directly in the pod specification. Next we have the using config maps. This is the another one, config maps. So using the secrets. So detailed examples with the commands and outputs we will see. So let's see the demo. So let's go to the kubernetes.io. So search for pod, simple pod we will see. So pods and Kubernetes. So take one simple pod, copy it, come here, vi1.yml, paste it, and image I will use the busy box. I don't want to change any other names for now. Okay. Simply I'll add some commands. In the yesterday's video, I already added the commands and everything. So check that video if you have any issues about the commands and arguments. So here inside the pod specifications directly we can use. Okay. Laptop is okay, and inside we can write like this favorite. I'll write this one and close it and sleep 3600 seconds. Okay, I'll close this with single colon and enter. So here what I will do, I will add directly in the pod specifications. Okay, env. Okay, so what is that one? I want hyphen name. What is the name I need? This is the favorite lab. So I copy it, I paste it, and just remove this one, favorite lab, and value. So in the pod specifications, I can provide the environment values, value, and that is MacBook. Okay, simply I'm just saving it, come out of it. Okay, so cat 1.yaml. So here I have the busy box and I added the simple environment variable. So that is my favorite lab is MacBook. So here the value will be replaced here in this particular command. Okay, sh-c, my favorite laptop is favorite lab. So if I try to apply it, okay, we define the pod, that is the name. We pod name is Nginx. So it using the BG and the container runs a command. So we set the environment variable favorite lab is MacBook. Okay. So if I apply it, okay, k apply -f 1.yaml. So it's created and let's check the pods. K get pod. So it's running. So let's see the logs. K logs Nginx. Enter. See, my favorite laptop is MacBook. See, here it's replacing. Okay, the environment variable which is inside the specifications, it's replacing inside my command. Okay, the container used the environment variable favorite lab which is we set MacBook and printed it out using that particular command. So if you want to change the any environment variables, okay, so I'll edit again. Okay, va1.yaml. So I'll change it to NVIDIA. So I don't want this one. I'll just update this. Let's go insert mode. Don't forget the spellings for now. K apply again -f 1.yaml. Okay. So we can remove that one old one. So kubectl delete -f 1.yaml. So why we are deleting here means pod cannot be updated in place. We need to delete the old pod and create the new one again. Okay, remember that. Maybe it's in the still under deleting state. Okay, that is done. Apply again. It's created. Okay, so let's see the logs again. K logs Nginx. See, my favorite laptop is NVIDIA, right? Now the environment variable favorite lab has the value NVIDIA and the container prints out that updated message. Okay, this is the simple environment variable which is in the pod specifications directly. So we have to use the config maps. Okay, so we have an application that needs a multiple configuration values and we don't want to hard code them in the pod definition file. So what I will do is I will add one simple config map. So we will talk about it later. First now just understand what is config map. So config maps, okay, a config map is an API object used to store a non-confidential data, means which is secret data. Okay, so remember that for now. So just copy this one config maps. I'll va 2.yaml maybe enter, paste it. I'll change some values. Okay, KTS admin, we don't need this access level. Okay, this is fine. Insert mode, come out of it. So data. So you can write app underscore mode. So I don't want to show outside this one production. Think like this is one of secret. Okay. So app debug app underscore. So come out of it. So I created this one. So we defined the config map. So cat2.yaml and you can see that API version v1 config map and the data we added, that is one is production and another one is true. Okay. So let's apply it. K apply -f2.yaml. So which stores the simple secret ones. Okay. So if you want to get the data, you can use the this one also kubectl get config map. What is the name? My config map and -o YAML format. You can see the data here. Okay, see that default and everything. So app mode production and here where will be a debug is equals to true. clear the screen. So what I will do is I will update the same thing. Okay, so vi, first of all, let's delete that old pod. Kubectl delete -f1.yaml. So I'm deleting the old pod that is not needed for now. Okay, that is done. So vi 1.yaml. So here what I will do is inside this particular env. So what I will use is I will use env from. Okay, I'm telling env from. So take the env values from the, delete this and delete this. So insert mode env from. Okay, so env from. So we added one config map, right? So use that particular config map. So I'll use config map reference ref. So we have to provide the name. What is the name of your config map? Come out of it. I forgot the name here. So kubectl get config map. Okay, this one my config map. So vi1.yaml. So you have to provide that particular config name. Okay. So don't forget that. Paste it my config map. So what I have to do, my favorite, this is I will delete everything. We don't need this. This is also not needed. Remove everything. So echo, that is app mode. So what we put app mode, right? Dollar app underscore mode. So this is one value, comma, and debug, which is comes from the dollar. That is also yeah debug. Okay, these two values I added inside my config file. So come out of it, and you can see that env from, okay, config map reference. So provide that particular config map name. So whatever the values is there inside this particular config map, it will be automatically called here. Okay, echo app mode. So dollar app mode and app debug. Okay, come out of it. And if you see cat2.yaml, so what is the app mode? We are using production, and app debug, which is true. So k apply -f 1.yaml, it's created. K logs nginx. See that app mode, which is giving production, and debug, which is true. See that, which is coming from the config map. So this is the another ones using the environment variables from the config map as well. Okay, secret variables, non-confidential data. Okay, this is the another way to provide the environment variables and call it. And if I change something, okay, so vi2.yaml. So in the production we don't use the debug mode. Okay, so what we can do, we can make it false. So what I'll do, apply -f2.yaml. So config map is updated. So I'll delete one pod -f1.yaml -force. Okay, that is done. Apply -f1.yaml. Again, I created the pod. If I change the value, it will reflect or not, right? So nginx pod. So debug is false now. See, these are coming from the config map automatically. Okay, this is the another way of calling the environment variables. Okay, instead of defining each environment variable separately, we use the environment from config map itself. And we have the secrets also. So your application needs to connect to a database using the username and password. We want to keep the information secure. Okay, first what I will do is I'll add this one echo -n in single columns admin. So base 64. Okay, enter. So it will give one value to me, and echo, so which is secret 123, which is in the base 64. So this saves the values. Now I will create one more secret. Let's copy these values first now. vi 4.yaml secret. I'll paste it for now. I'll delete it later. So insert mode, come out of it. So let's create a secret, and you can come here. Secret also we will talk about in the next video, but simply understand secret means we are storing the confidential data. So we can call like this, and how to save in the simple format. Okay, API version like that. Okay, just copy it. I will use this for now and paste it. So we don't need this one. Okay, I'll just delete this. We need that secret name is db-secret. And annotations, for now we don't need it. Escape, delete, type work opaque. So we have to use this one. We will talk in the next video. I'll delete it, opaque. Okay, that is fine. So data. So what we have to use? Insert mode and delete this db underscore username, db underscore password, right? So these are the two values I need from inside this. So this is the value, paste it and go up arrow, and this is the admin value, save it. So escape, I'll delete the above values, we don't need it anymore, delete. Okay, this is the secret, right? Come out of it, apply -f 4.yml. So secret is created now. So now we have to use this inside your particular 1.yml. Okay, I'll delete again, cube delete -f 1.yml -force. So this is simple. We have to change this one references, okay, values and everything. So here we don't need to use this one env, directly we can use env, and name we have to use this one. Let's delete escape. I'll go insert mode first of all, and here what I will do is env, so hyphen name. So what is the name we use? db underscore username inside the secret, right? So where this value comes from? Value from. So we have to add this one, come out of it, and here we have to write small secret key reference. Okay, come out of it, and name you can give anything. Okay, what is the name we created for secret? That is db secret key reference. And what is the key we used? Sorry, key db underscore username. So this is the simple value. It comes from there. I don't want to write extra password as well for now. So just to reduce some time. So what I will do is I will update this one. So instead of echo, what I will do db underscore username, and we'll call it inside this one. So we have to call the same value. So remove it and db underscore username. We need this is enough. So here what I did, I calling the env, which is name db username. We used this one db username here, and next value from where it's coming from secret. If it's coming from config, we are using the config map reference. If it's from secret key reference. So what is the name of the secret? db secret. And what is the key? db username. Come out of it. So cat 4.yml. Sorry. So here, this is the name of my secret, db secret. What is the key? db username, right? K apply -f 1.yml. It's created. K logs nginx. See, what is the db username? Admin, right? It's coming automatically from the secret itself. Okay, we defined everything there. So if you update these values, it will automatically update here. Okay, the container access the environment variables db username or the password using the values from the secret file. Okay, whatever the secrets we added. Even though we can see the secret values in the logs for demonstration, in real application, you should avoid printing the sensitive information to the logs. So I hope you understand about this particular concept about the environment variables, and thanks for watching the video and keep on supporting to Mr. Cloudbook channel.